Here's a nice example of a 1940s arcade machine or trade stimulator. This is a vintage shock machine made by the Advance Machine Company. The condition on this machine is really fabulous. The case was repainted a while ago, but the original parts internally are really in great shape. And when you look at the chrome knobs and the coin entry, normally those are parts that you'd see a lot of pitting or even just wear because of the pennies getting inserted into the slot. Not the case on this machine, just a really clean original. The way these work is basically, as the top sign says, you're basically trying to challenge your friends. Back in the early first generation of these in the late 1800s, early 1900s, shock machines were actually marketed as therapeutic, helping with nervous disorders and headaches and so on. By the time the 30s and 40s rolled around, these machines were really just amusement devices. Everybody knew that electric shock, unless in extreme cases, had nothing to do with you physiologically. So at this point, it was all about fun. If getting a shock is your idea of a fun time, the way it works, you put a penny in, and you give a twist. When this model has a timer as well as the electronic electrode inside. So when we twist the handle with the penny, you'll hear the electrode start and the shock start. And then when I release it, you'll hear the timer start to count down. And that timer basically ticks down, and that shuts off the electrode after a few seconds. The way this works, the left knob is fixed. The right knob controls the dial here, and it basically is attached to a field coil inside. So as you turn the knob, it extends the size of that field coil and increases the shock. So the idea was to grab with your left hand, twist with your right, and see how long you could hold on. Fortunately, I have to hold my phone, so I won't get the thrill of getting the actual shock, but I assure you it does work. So we'll give a twist, and the timer is now going to, you can hear the electrode. Now as we release, the timer also ticks down, and again we would then twist this knob, and as we twist the knob we would increase the amount of shock that we feel across the two knobs. So now the timer is about to stop because the electrode stopped as well. So that's the end of cycle for the Advance Machine Company electric shock machine.